Welcome back, it's JWalter here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing an updated and revised housing market forecast according to Corelogic. They actually just announced this a few days ago, their forecast for the US housing market over the next 12 months. So I hope you guys get a lot of value out of today's video, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So they actually just published this on April 5th, 2022. These are the home price insights. This is their housing market forecast through February of 2023. They have what's called a Corelogic HPI, or their home price index, and according to them, that's designed to provide an early indication of home price trends. In this report, they give a forecast over the next 12 months, and also they give a forecast of the top 5 markets at the biggest risks of home prices decreasing this year. So I'll share that here in just a little bit. And this forecast is published monthly as well. And this data actually goes back 40 years. So they've been doing this for a very long time. So let's first talk about home prices from February 2021 to February 2022. So during that time frame, home prices increased by 20%. On a month-to-month basis, home prices increased by 2.2% in February 2022 compared with January 2022. This is pretty remarkable because the historical average for home prices is in the range of 3 to 6% for the entire year. So for home prices to increase by 2.2% in one single month is quite astonishing. And here's their forecast over the next 12 months. So on a year-over-year basis, they are forecasting for home prices to increase by 5% from February 2022 to February 2023. So the biggest aha moment for me is that they're even more bullish than their previous 2 housing market forecasts at least. So their previous forecast was calling for a 3.8% increase in home prices, and before that it was 3.5%. So basically they went from a 3.5% gain over the next 12 months. That was December to December, and then January to January, their forecast was for 3.8%. Now they have jumped up to 5% from February to February. So pretty remarkable, especially given the fact we have a lot of early indicators that our housing market may be potentially slowing down. So I actually wrote a list for you guys. So number 1 is that home purchase applications for mortgages. So people who are home buyers who want to apply for a mortgage to purchase a house, those have been decreasing. They have been more or less on a downward trend ever since late last year. In addition to that, the number of real estate agent showings with their clients for houses that are listed for sale has also been decreasing on a year-over-year basis. In addition, the number of new home sales has also been declining as well. So the most recent stats we have from the US Census Bureau is reporting that new home sales declined on a year-over-year basis as well as a month-to-month basis. And the most recent data we have for that was for February, so we'll have to see if that continues on. On top of that, mortgage rates have been spiking greatly. At the time of this video, mortgage rates are around 5%. I'll share the latest stats with you in just a little bit. But if you go back to January 2021, that was when we had all-time record lows for mortgage rates, when the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage was approximately 2.65%. So we're not too far off from rates practically doubling since then. So the target range that we need to have rates increase to is 5.3%. Right now, again, we're at approximately 5%. So once we reach 5.3%, rates would have doubled compared to January 2021, which is just mind-blowing. Another part that I want to share with you today, this is a new survey that was done because this is another potentially early sign that home buyers are putting the brakes on purchasing houses right now. At least it's according to the survey here. So let me just share this with you, and then I'm going to be going over the rest of this report in Corelogic. So this is according to Fannie Mae. They actually just released this yesterday at the time of this video. They are reporting that consumer pessimism regarding the direction of mortgage rates hits a new survey high. Meanwhile, 69% of the respondents to the survey expect mortgage rates to go up in the next 12 months. But what's most alarming in this survey here, and by the way, this is a monthly survey that Fannie Mae conducts. It's called the Home Purchase Sentiment Index. They basically survey respondents about a number of different questions. So one of those questions is, do you feel it's a good time to buy a house? And that component of that index reached yet another record low because of high home prices, rising mortgage rates, and macroeconomic uncertainty serving as consumers' chief concerns. Only 24% of the consumers believe it's a good time to buy a house, with similar levels of pessimism expressed by nearly all the demographic groups surveyed. So basically right now, according to the survey, they asked people, is now a good time to buy? And it's reached an all-time record low. And check this out because this is pretty eye-opening. So Mark Pullum, who's Fannie Mae's vice president and deputy chief economist, stated the following. This month, we also saw a survey high share of consumers expecting their financial situations to worsen over the next year. This was especially true among current homeowners. These concerns, together with the run-up in mortgage rates since the end of 2021, will likely diminish mortgage demand from move-up buyers, and fewer move-up buyers mean fewer available entry-level houses, adding to the rising rate challenges for potential first-time homebuyers. If consumer pessimism towards home buying conditions continues and the recent mortgage rate increases are sustained, in other words, mortgage rates continue to increase, then we expect to see an even greater cooling of the housing market than previously forecasted. So check this out. Here's the results of their survey. So only 24% of the respondents to the survey said it's a good time to buy a house, and 73% said it's a bad time to buy a house. So basically 3 times as many people said it's a bad time to buy a house versus now it's a good time to buy one. In addition, 74% said it's a good time to sell, and also 48% said home prices will go up in the next 12 months, whereas only 20% said home prices are going to be going down. Also, 28% said prices will remain the same. So in other words, more people believe that home prices are going to be flat compared to going down. And check this out, only 4% said mortgage rates will go down in the next 12 months. I'm actually surprised it's even that high. On top of that, 69% believe that mortgage rates are going to be going up over the next 12 months. So in any case, going back to this report from Corelogic, I'm surprised they're even more bullish than they are right now, because we're starting to see some early signs that the housing market potentially may be slowing down. Of course, at the moment, they are short-term trends. We'll have to see if they become long-term trends. So let's talk more about home prices here. So they say annual price growth has been recorded every month over the past decade. So home prices have been increasing every single month for the past decade. While prospective buyers outnumber sellers, in other words, it's a seller's market. There's more home buyers out there than home sellers. A record low number of houses for sale remains the primary culprit for their rapid price gains. In addition to that, of course, record low mortgage rates as well. So the chief economist for Corelogic had this to say: new listings have not kept up with a large number of families looking to buy, leading to houses selling very quickly and often over their asking price. This imbalance between the number of owners looking to sell relative to buyers looking to buy a house has led to the record appreciation over the past 12 months. Again, 20% gains. Higher prices and mortgage rates erode buyer affordability and should dampen demand in the coming months, leading to the moderation in price growth in our forecast. Which I'm kind of scratching my head over that, because as I mentioned, their 12-month forecast has been increasing every single month. So not sure what they mean by that, but let's talk more about housing affordability, or the lack thereof. Here's a brand new report from the National Association of Realtors. It says mortgage payments rise nearly $400 from 1 year ago. So this is a key stat here, with a forecasted median existing home sale price of $375,245 for March. And by the way, we'll have March's existing home sale data in approximately 1 or 2 weeks. So they're forecasting for the median sold price in the US to reach $375,000. If that does happen, that's an all-time record high. The all-time record high that we have right now was set back in June of last year, when the median sold price, I believe, was $367,000. So $367,000. So they're saying that home prices are going to be reaching all-time record highs here. In any case, if that happens, a homeowner will typically pay $1,659 on a 10% down payment 30-year fixed rate loan, or $399 more in the monthly mortgage payment compared to 1 year ago, and that's outpacing monthly wage gains of $212 per month compared to 1 year ago. And this annual mortgage payment rises to 34.8%, making a home purchase unaffordable for a one-earner family earning average wages. A family needs an income of at least $79,621 per year, so a mortgage is affordable, up from $60,000 from 1 year ago. So have a look at this. This is the income needed to afford a 10% down payment mortgage payment as of March 2022. 1 year ago, we only needed $60,000. Now it's $79,000, a gain of almost $20,000 per year. In addition to this, have a look at this, because This dark line here is the percent change in the mortgage payment, which has been skyrocketing really since the beginning of 2021. During that time, though, the percent change in the monthly mortgage payment was actually less than wage growth. So in other words, wage growth was increasing more than the average monthly mortgage payment, but it has surpassed that really starting back in late 2021, where the average mortgage payment has been increasing greatly, whereas wage gains has been more or less flat. So going back to this report from Corelogic, home prices again increased 20% year over year in February. No states posted an annual decline in home prices. So every single state in the nation had an increase in home prices from February 2021 to February 2022. The states with the highest increases year over year were Florida at 29.1%, Arizona, and Nevada. Have a look at this because here's a top 10 states that had the highest changes in home prices, and all these states have increased by more than 20%. I mean, look at Tennessee, 25.4%, Montana, 22.3%. All right, so let's talk about the top 10 US metros and how they fluctuated in home prices as well. So prices increased in February in all these metros here, but in Phoenix, Arizona, they increased by the most by 30.4% year over year. Look at that. That's basically 10 times the national average, which is of course not sustainable. San Diego, 25.2%. Las Vegas not far behind at 26.5%. When you look at Houston, though, 16.4%, and then also Chicago, Washington, and Boston are far less than the gains we've been seeing here in the West. And according to Corelogic, here are the top 5 markets that are at the highest risk of home prices decreasing over the next 12 months. Leading the pack is Lake Havasu City in Arizona with a 50 to 75% confidence level. Prescott, Arizona, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Urban Honolulu at number 4, and then Hartford, Connecticut at number 5. And lastly, to give you an update regarding the U.S. Treasury Yield, the 10-year U.S. Treasury Yield reached 2.707% as of today, which is April 8th, which is quite astonishing. This is the highest levels we've seen since November of 2018, which is pretty remarkable because this is causing mortgage rates to increase. To have a look at this, the latest right now we have, again, for April 4th, the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage in the U.S. has increased to 5.06%. FHA is at 4.68%, and a 5/1 ARM is at 4.05%. So we have increase in mortgage rates compared to 1 year ago by 1.76 percentage points. So that's today's housing market update. I hope you got a lot of value out of today's video. If you did, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Also, check out that link below if you want a real estate agent referral in your neck of the woods, whether you're looking to buy or sell a house. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.